Hello everyone, this is Cristian España Schmidt and I am a point of care ultrasound instructor and program director, and this is IMPOCUS or Internal Medicine POCUS, point of care ultrasound for the general internal medicine and internal medicine alike. Today we're going to talk about ultrasound basics and ultrasound probe parts. Again, remember to subscribe and like. This is very important so our channel can grow and we can reach more people who is starting their point of care ultrasound journeys, especially in internal medicine and an outpatient clinic. So today we're going to talk about something really basic. However, it needs to be known and needs to be learned by everyone. And what are the parts of an ultrasound probe? So most ultrasound probes share the same parts. In this case, we're going to use a phase array probe to demonstrate it. So there is first the probe side indicator. That's the side that your indicator will look in the screen. All probes come with this side indicator, and you can just touch it and you will know what side the probe is relating to the screen that you are seeing. You can see the parts of the screen in a different video that is uploaded in the same playlist. Here we have the frequency indicator. So this is the frequency that the probe operates. This one is a phase array that goes between 4 and 2 megahertz. However, most of probes now have 5 and 1. Most abdominal probes will have 5 and 1. This is a broader spectrum. This is an older probe. And of course, the probes that are linear array usually have a higher frequency of about 12 megahertz. So this is the frequency indicator. Then we have our body and housing. Here is where the components of the probe will reside. There is a capacitor, there are some electronics. In the case of the new butterflies and butterflies in general, there will be computers there that do most of the computing before going to the iPad or iPhone or Android, whatever you have connected to those probes. Then we have a very important part that nobody really cares, but is very important, is the strain reliever. This is to relieve the strain of the probe towards the wire that connects the probe to the machine. Of course, if you have a wireless probe, you will not have this one. However, most probes will have a strain reliever. And then, of course, we'll have the wire. Very easy, right? So body and housing, frequency indicator, the probe side indicator, and the wire. Also, every probe has a lens. And this lens is where the piezoelectric materials are. And it's very important that we take care of this lens. This is a very, very important part and also will fade if we use alcohol or anything abrasive on it. So we need to be careful when we are cleaning the lens of the probe. There is also, in this case, side indicators that we will find usually in the phase array probes, and of course the curvilinear probes. Those side indicators will tell us a little bit more of the space or in a spatial way where we are positioning our probe in the body or whatever we are scanning, and how we are seeing that in the screen. Then very similar, we have also the linear array probes, and this is important. Of course, it has a lens, it has a side indicator and everything else. But in this case, we also have a center indicator. The center indicator in some probes is also, you can also palpate it and have a sense of it. But most of the time, it's going to be a line, and this line is aligned with the center of the screen, and this is where you want to put your needles or whatever you want to do. You want to put it as much as in the center, possibly in the center, so you can have an idea where you're putting your needles and where you're doing your procedures. Of course, there is a side indicator too, and as you can see, there is a lens, a wire, housing, reliever, and that's it. And of course, before we end this video, I just want to make sure that you know where the probe holders are. So probe holders are different than the holders for any other wire, and it's very important that you put your probes in the holder. And also you should clean the holders when you are using your ultrasound. So very important, keep the holders clean and keep the probes in the holder. Don't leave the probes hanging in other parts of your ultrasound, because you may damage it. And all this equipment is very expensive. And if you have the privilege to have one in your clinic or in your service, you should take care of it, because repairing it and getting the parts and then waiting for someone to get the parts and get the requisition, etc., it's just a pain. So probe holders are very important. And again, thank you. Subscribe and like the video so we can reach a broader audience, and keep scanning. The most important thing that you need to do is keep scanning, keep learning, get a mentor, and read and follow any course that will give you enough information for you to start. And thank you again.